cut down a tyre, and then he loses that tyre right in the tri-oval, gets sideways, upside down. Remember, this is about 190 miles an hour when this starts to happen. Wild shots here that we're looking at.
And this is easy for me to say, but it's kind of a nice soft landing, and then the car just slides along on its roof. I'm sure it didn't look or feel quite that soft for Byron DeFore. It was great. He stepped out of the car and walked away.
And the 48 had a very nasty moment, as Jim said. Christopher has it.
Blake Molan on top, and a red flag is shown with
Johnny Palmer. So even worse than that, and it is one of the white cars.
Dixon not to be denied. They're absolutely side by side right at the apex of the corner, and Scott something little like that, because it wasn't a long stop.
And a spinner at the apex of turn number 1, and that was just a loss. And it's Alison that's up on the roof camera. She's being rooftop rear before rooftop rear.
Oh, there you go. Man. So the 81 and the 51 had obviously...
Number 60, John Pugh, the pole-sitting car, put there by team.
He knows what he's feeling inside there, and you know what looks to a casual observer that maybe patience pays. You got to remember, you got guys crawling up your tail, and they're not expecting you to breathe it. So,
having a problem on a restart. Cold tires on yet another dramatic twist here at the 53rd Rolex 24 at Daytona. That wall. There he is coming off the wall, and a fire starts back in the engine bay.
Then all of a sudden he developed very quickly into pretty much the guy that we know today.
but always an
Stepped in for Jeremy, who's going to go and grab something to eat before his pit lane stint. Oh no, he's not. He says, I'm
Oh, that is a massive hit.
Oh, I felt that. Oh.
It was the 50-plus racing car in the pits with a crewman working the left front corner, Tommy Dreesy, and then
They look like they may be done for the day.
Number 3 Corvette spun, thanks in part to a traction control issue. 44 GT Daytona class Magnus Racing Porsche with a 49 AF Corsa Ferrari. Turns out to have created a problem on the right front wheel on lap 1 around the fountain.
Oh, there's a spin. The Corvette gets turned there with the Porsches.
That's the 4 car.
Wow, he got lucky.
You have a car like that coming up there so far.
Oh, there's a Viper off. The second of the Vipers clips that 2 to side. There we see it, and they just get hooked up together. Paltala there in the Turner Motorsports BMW.
We're even going to make it out for the race today after Dion von Moltke admittedly made a mistake. He hit a bump and he hydroplaned.
Oh, but BMW in the wall. It's Marcel.
Yeah.
It looks to me as though he just ran slightly wide, got sideways. Yes, he did.
12.
Went in sideways a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah, well, he never got it down to the apex there, did he?
Here we see it. Jordan Taylor down to the inside. Just talking to the tail of them.
Oh, around goes the 5.
Turns. Unbelievable. Can you believe that? He wasn't attempting a move or anything.
Mario Farnbacher and Ian James. What was that?
Oh, there's carnage down there. I said you can't go slow enough in these conditions. That's exactly what's happening.
So wet.
That onboard that we thought may have been the accident stress guys, no, they were just congratulating each other. I think it might have been Mario Farnbacher potentially had a little bump somewhere as well. It's just a skating rink, Bob. It's 23 car just won the race there. Mario Farnbacher.
Right.
Look in the background there. James Davison has lost control of the Aston Martin as he hits the wall. There's a safety truck there, which I think was trying to come out onto the racetrack thinking the race was over to attend to the 58 car that still remains parked down there in the turn 1 area. Cars going relatively slowly as the GTD cars spin. Oberlin's involved, as is one of the Porsches. Now it's Billy who lost it.
Yeah. Does the Porsche get into him? Might have been light contact. As the field scrambles.
In a straight line.
Yep.
I mean, ironically, he was under.
There is.
Yep.
Bruno's actually been pretty aggressive in not wanting to.
Connor Daly's father, Derek. Whoa, we got a spin.
Speaking of.
He also made some slight engine before. Oh, spin there in the background. You can see it.
That's the third.
Oh, boy, that's not a great spot to do it.
National governing body, the FIA. Oh, one of the Vipers.
Ben Keating Way here, the little bit of contact, and he turns James around. Meanwhile, Werner goes to the front.
Our team's
hit for John Edwards. This is the problem.
3-car is the one had an issue. Antonio Garcia.
This is right where Edwards had his issue a little bit later in the corner, and did he get away with it?
I don't think he hit anything.
Yeah.
The 54 prototype challenge car from Core Autosport. Lazy pirouette.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get a really good run there to try and get a duster. Oh, there you see, he just loses the front end and washes up into one of the factory Porsches there and turns him around. Golly was just diving down to the inside. Now we go full caution.
That's the 912.
But it's paved.
Yeah, it's got good grip out there.
Yeah, but you don't want to go outside over the top of that.
Oh, the 01 contact between the 10 and the 01.
Oh, he was coming to the pits.
10 was maybe made a late call or something.
Oh, he spun. Is he going to come off the fence? Well, there goes the front of the car.
Oh, and Joey can't quite get it turned, and now this is what...
He thought maybe the 10 was going to make a dive to the pit lane, and then he locked up. On screen, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, he just lights him up there, coming out of 2. Just tried to probably do a quick burnout.
Happened to him.
Oh, there's contact there between he and the 54 car, I believe, of John Bennett. Kind of side by side through the apex area.
An AutoWorks body shop here in town. 2 of their crew members, Lucas Griffin and James Pauly, went. There was a joint effort between them and the AutoWorks. I was told by the team that without AutoWorks body repair, they would not be out here for the race today.
Bumped. He got bumped by John Bennett there. John stuck his nose in there in the right hander coming.
Takes a hit in the door.
Yeah, they were way in the back, Bob, and they got the green.
Van de Zande goes through. Connor Daly tries to recover, and off they go.
Just a classic Lime Rock Park incident here. Doors open, I'll go as well. Just not quite enough room. And he runs wider than 90 is around.
Dangerous spot to be.
Huge. Frustrated. We see this multi-class racing there. Mirko Schultes tried to close the door to the inside.
Oh, it's the 48 Audi.
Wow, once again, Audi in the thick of it with prototypes.
Bargy, as Calvin likes to say.
No contact there. Connor just took it in so deep, he just lost the rear end of the car, turned it around, and Bruno was...
912 makes the move up the right side. Contact once. Contact twice.
Then Pierre just gets sideways there through 13. Let's have a look at this from a different angle, Justin.
It's legitimate.
Man.
You know, it was just unfortunate.
Hard racing, just going for it. I think really wide, and he just said he didn't know that Marcus Paltala was coming around. He tried to get off.
3, possibly a tad early. Oh, lost the back end of the car in the middle between sort of 2.5 and 3.
Goes to the outside and makes
he just gets it wrong. Billy just got in there a little bit too deep, I think. Nothing that Magnussen did there. He ran. We see the 44 car going for a spin.
That's John Potter.
There's another running through there. He missed it a little bit. Maybe the left front was already going down to cause him to run a little bit wide through there, Justin.
I think it did. You saw a puff of smoke just before he took to the garage.
Yeah, he just didn't have the turn in the car. There was no real mistake there or moment. He just suddenly didn't have the turning ability. And a little bit later on, after we get through this moment, you'll see it looks like the left front is definitely down. So,
just caught the backside of that curb there, and
he makes a very bold move. Everyone runs wide. Valiente from 6 to the lead.
Fantastic.
This is exiting turn 12.
Coming down the inside of the 76.
Yeah, he went to the outside there. Bob and Ray Mason just
lighten them up at the top of the hill. Mike Gouache.
What has happened
more
here?
More contact and more spinners.
Cameron had got around the 10, then he jumps over the curb there, and that launches him into Renger. Just ate too much of the curb, possibly.
Tell you, Ricky was lucky to get through that.
So was the Corvette.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a high-speed piece of action there.
I thought, what happens here? Just climbing the hill up on the...
Wow. Did he get a 5 car is going to get tapped here? That is huge. I think that's Townsend Bell there in that battle.
Turns in. Does he clip the curb? No, he doesn't. He just hit a tiny little bit of water that was standing on the inside. The car snapped to the right. No chance.
Got it back to the racetrack on Friday. Got the car repaired, but then in
yeah, that's Johnny Molam. He started second, got around our pole sitter, and he gets lucky to get away without Tom Kim.
Information. But look at that. There's a car. We can see the lights. I think that's the 11 car, and the Viper goes round. Don't hit the wall.
There goes the rear wing.
And don't visit Florida if you're in a Viper.
That's how he left. Here comes Keating, and around goes the Viper, right at that river.
Yeah, it's where all of the water just gathers there, and you think, how can he lose control going at that spin?
He just
basically went straight.
Just
he couldn't see the corner.
Point.
Just couldn't see the corner.
I tell you what, you gets hooked up on it, and just watch him now as he comes
he's lost
in.
It early. I think he might have cut down tyre. That car is crabbing really badly. I think he might have cut down a tyre. Did you notice coming in, Jack?
Up the spin in progress. He's already off, having gone over that curb.
Yeah, it looked like he just understeered wide.
It literally sucked him in. It dragged once.
Wolf Hensler coming down to turn 10.
Through too much speed in.
Yeah.
Never got it turned.
But obviously wants to keep the momentum going to rejoin.
And we're hearing the 17 is off. What a weekend for that team. Did he get away with it? I don't see
They're in turn 12.
Damage.
This is the problem.
Oh, this is tough to know.
Good job, Wolf.
Howard saying, good job, Wolf.
Here on the outside.
Yeah, he's just
too
just a
wide.
Wiggle.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just a little bit too wide there. He tried to correct it, and then he gets out on the paint and on the grass. And
place car, and
boy.
it looks like the front splitter buried in the red Georgia clay.
Go backwards, Mike, when you can. You're on the asphalt with the rear wheels. Try to go backwards when you can.
Say try to get those rear tires back on the asphalt and see if we can get back. But here's the same problem that Hensler had. Cars streaming at speed through the apex of 12.
This is scary.
2 hours, 17 minutes in. You've got time. Don't panic. Don't make a mistake. Stop.
Not too far, not too far. Michael, now go right, go right.
Got to get moving.
Go forward, try to go right.
Get moving.
And people go behind you.
Every car that comes by is another risk. Wants to keep it on the asphalt.
Back up a little bit more. If you have to, back up a little more.
Struggling to find reverse gear, I think, Tommy. Running in the second spot. You can see that from the leader light system when he came across the stripe. Dane Cameron continues to lead, but the key is just trying to get out of here safely, and then maybe secondary stay on the lead lap.
He's going to go forward and see if he can get it moving that way. Pits are closed. Full course caution is out. Trying to get it lit up. He's got to be careful to come back across the racetrack in front of Troy.
Oh, goodness.
Go, Michael, go. We're going to stay on this lap.
That is dodging a big, big bullet.
And almost, or look at the sod that's coming off, and that's turn 12. Oh, good.
He just went down a lap right there. Oh, did he just hit the fence?
No. Oh.
Having it stuck in a problem for the 88 with significant damage.
Low enough, you know.
Oh, and
see the twitch?
Wiggle. Yeah, that's that apex lake.
And then you have no room to catch it. When you catch it, the car goes wide. It gets into the next lake. Bottom of the screen, you see it. Oh, that's big impact.
On the straightaway.
Pretty much on a curved straightaway. No real.
Another problem. This team has fought so hard. John Pugh behind the wheel.
Right before we went to that highlight package, I was thinking.
No, it's just a car heading down into the S's, and then John's off down at the bottom of them.
I think he had one of those big. Oh!
Dane Cameron and a problem. John Edwards just spins coming out of 10B. And remember, Edwards had that slide going all day long and been able to hold on to it. This time it just got a 44 the other day, and they have struggled. A lot of the Porsches have struggled there in turn 10. Another car.
He'd been holding that 93 Viper at bay for about 2 seconds behind him.
There's why it's down.
That'll cut it.
It's the 85.
Gleichberg got into him.
But just
P-Lane, there's a spin there with the Mazda as Bourdais just misses him.
As we said earlier, wow, goes the Delta wing around and around.
At the bottom of the S's, that's where we've seen it all day long.
Trouble spot, it's right there. There's a river that runs across there.
And elects not to hit him, which is a good call. And then for Junqueira,
that's on the straightaway.
Down, well, it wasn't the battle for the lead. They were running 1-2, and Popoff spins on his own, and Tom Kimber-Smith just makes